Thank you. Staff, yeah. This is the Hastings Park plan implementation or the study, and it's been some time since Council initially approved of it. There was a report back in July of 2008, and at that time I had asked in regards to the possibility of advancing the overpass between New Brighton Park and Hastings Park itself. And of course, there subsequently find out that there was no money attached to the capital plan for that. Rather than we're waiting for the completion of this plan before we move forward, and it may be funded. Can you just remind me, is it funding from the arrangement that we have with the track that funds the overpass?
Your Worship, Councillor Louie, the arrangement we have with the racetrack is that the funds go towards the greening of Hastings Park, and that's the funds. Those are the funds that are held in the Hastings Park Reserve. And so the proposal here is to develop a comprehensive master plan that would cover all aspects of the park, including the New Brighton connection, and bring that together in one comprehensive plan that includes a phasing and funding plan, financing plan as well, and recommendations for Council to consider all of its options with respect to funding the entire package.
Now, we have a general understanding of what that arrangement between the track for the greening, what that will yield to us in the overall scope of money. But I expect that to be well short. In the process of developing this plan, are we limiting the plan to the monies that we derive, or what's the envelope of overall funding for the completion of this plan?
Councillor Louie, we will be bringing back to you as part of the master plan a comprehensive financial and financing package, and as we reported when we did the approaches, that we anticipate looking at a multi-year phased approach, and that we will be looking at all of the tools available to Council that you may wish to bring to this large project.
So, but what I'm asking is, what's the overall limit? Because if it was 100 million, then this plan would look at a number of ranges of opportunity within that funding envelope. If it was 10 million, then of course their study would be tailored to meet that financial limit that we would implement on this in this park site.
We have not set out as our scope of work for the master plan the available funds from any one source. We've in fact asked the consultants to look at all of the whole site and present a realistic options for an entire master plan, and we will bring that back to Council and bring to Council at that time all of the funding options available, whether it's the capital plan or the Hastings Park Reserve or any of the other capital tools that you might have at your disposal.
In regards to the overpass itself, at the July meeting, I was asking for an advancement of the possible implementation or the building of that overpass. And what was said at that time was that there would be a possibility, if we could complete this earlier, that we'd move it along as quickly as possible with every opportunity. It's sort of like Councillor Stevenson when he was talking to Mr. Redbrook. Well, that's our intention. And that's basically what I got at that time. It's our intention to move as quickly as possible, hearing what Council has said. So what's different in this report that would indicate that we're moving as quickly as possible so that we can get to completion?
Well, certainly the recommendations in this report bring together the team which can provide the expertise to develop that comprehensive plan. It's the integration of all of those aspects, the connection to New Brighton, of course, connected to the location of a potential stream and pedestrian connection up through the park, connected to the barns within the racetrack. So a very complex design challenge. We believe that with the recommendations in this report that we'll have the team to bring back the best possible comprehensive plan that can answer all of those questions.
Okay, happy to move this, Your Worship.
Okay, moved by Councillor Louie. Councillor Deal.
Yes, hello, Ms. Harvey. Just one other further question. It has to do with the governance question. And I didn't see the governance specifically listed in any of the three phases. And you know that that's a big concern of some people, especially around where the park board governance is and where the city governance is and where the P&E governance is. Is that going to be addressed in one of these three phases of the master plan?
It is contained in the overarching implementation plan that you approved last July, and it's part of an iterative process and will nest into this.
So, okay, so it's not a separate piece from this. It will be part of this.
Yes.
Okay, I was just concerned I didn't see it specifically referred to. Thank you very much. Looking forward to it.
All in favor? All opposed? Passed unanimously. Councillor Cadman, A18.